So you're a streamer and a content creator and you're looking to up your game. Is a Stream Deck still worth it in 2022? The Elgato Streamdeck has a lot more alternatives and options now than it ever has. So many options nowadays exist to do what a Stream Deck can do. There's the loupedeck as well. Razer announced a new thing as well that's in partnership with loupedeck, and more DIY stuff like the Korg Nano Control 2 with its functionality through midi-mixer, and even Touch Portal, which is also incredibly powerful. I'm going to talk about a few different use cases, including that if you're a streamer or a streamer who's also a content creator, so something a little bit more video centric, then I'll give you my thoughts on whether that's worth it for you or not. Welcome back. If you're new around here, my name is Chris, this is Coalition Gaming, and I like to teach you guys about repairing, setting up, and streaming from your PC. If you're into that sort of thing, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos. If you just need to change scenes in OBS and mess with filters and things like that, a Stream Deck is a really nice hardware tool with all the little screens and buttons on it. In the end, no, you don't need a Stream Deck to do that sort of stuff. Alternatives to the Stream Deck, the primary one being something like Touch Portal, can work for free on devices you might already own. And then there's pretty cheap options like the Korg Nano Control 2 with some free software that can also do a lot of what the Stream Deck can do and more. If you want to do more advanced stuff on there, like advanced multi-actions and smart plug and smart lighting control, then yeah, I guess maybe it is a little easier to do that on a Stream Deck, but also Touch Portal can do that. Now, if you are deep in the Elgato ecosystem and you use their capture cards, their lights, their microphones and all that, I think it's a no-brainer. Get a Stream Deck because the integration that Elgato does with their Stream Deck and all their other hardware, it's like Apple level integration because it's just so good. An example of what I mean by that is you can use an Elgato to control scenes on their Camlink Pro capture card. So you can switch between cameras using your Stream Deck. And then you can also use your Stream Deck to control the volume of your Wave mic and also turn your lights off and on if you're using an Elgato ring light or one of their key lights. It's just also seamless that it can unify everything. Now, if you wanted one product that can save space on your desks, but can also combine the functions of an XLR interface, a Stream Deck, and a hardware audio controller, then there's only one device out there, and that's the Avermedia live streamer Nexus. And a bonus to that, they recently added a routing table, which was the #1 most requested thing with that, and it has it now. So with all that, it makes it probably one of the best all-in-one streaming devices out there. Now, if you're more of an editor type, something like a Stream Deck does offer you some advantages with shortcuts for your editing programs, but that's not anything that Touch Portal can't also do. Now, editors can take massive advantage of the macro functionality of something like a Stream Deck because you have a lot more flexibility with your work. You can assign all sorts of shortcuts and functions to the buttons and make your job a lot easier. However, this is also something that Touch Portal can do. Now, again, the Touch Portal software is a little bit harder to use than the Elgato software, but plenty of presets exist out there to help all the editor types. Same goes for the Stream Deck. So is this Stream Deck right for you in 2022? If you need to change scenes and just mess with filters and OBS, no. If you want to do more advanced stuff like smart home and smart plug control, maybe. If you're deep in the Elgato ecosystem already, absolutely. If you're more of a DIY type and want to get creative, plenty of other options out there. Speaking of which, I have an entire video going over the setup of a Korg Nano Control 2 and the midi-mixer software right here. Make sure you check that video out if you want to know how to use that for streaming and content creation. It's a badass little tool. Catch me live on Twitch every Friday, 8 p.m. Peace out.